Hey, it's Eric again, back with another Portland food focus from my car. It's a beautiful Monday here in Portland, Oregon, and I'm in the mood for both fried chicken and a delicious burger. Fortunately, I know a place that does both of those things very well, at least by reputation. Let's check out Jojo PDX in Southeast Portland. Let's eat! All right, I'm outside of Jojo PDX in Southeast Portland, and I'm going to talk about this food. But first, I want to talk about why libertarianism is the best form of government. So, fooled you there for a second, didn't I? I caught a glimpse of myself with the hat and the sunglasses on, and, well, I looked like a certain type of YouTuber. No, instead, today we are outside of Jojo PDX. There's this great food cart pod on Southeast Powell and, 33rd. That I did not know existed until today. There's probably a dozen food carts in this place. Not all of them were open, but gosh, there sure were a lot of people there. It's all outdoor seating. So, people were being safe. Yeah, big seating area for a beautiful day like today. It's absolutely perfect. I've been looking forward to trying food from Jojo PDX basically since I started doing these videos. There's a handful of places that I've done that are kind of off the beaten path in these videos, and not that my videos garner a ton of attention for these places, but Jojo, from my impression, is a place that absolutely does not need any kind of publicity. Very popular on social media, and every review and post that I've seen about their food has been raving about it. So today we got a burger, we got a chicken sandwich, and of course, we had to get some Jojo's, the namesake of the cart itself. So let's get into it. I really wanted a burger today, and thus far all I've had to eat is a small bowl of Lucky Charms a few hours ago for breakfast. So I'm definitely starting with this burger. I have a roll of paper towels in the back seat of my car because some places I know I'm going to need a lot of napkins. And my immediate thought about looking at this burger is that this is going to be one of those places. Good to be prepared. All right, how do I get out of here? How do I get this out of here? Try to show it to you without dripping everything all over the place. It's a smash burger with the lacy edge, so immediately my mouth is watering. We got some cheese on here. We got some pickles. We got some shredded lettuce. We've got a special Jojo sauce, which I'll try to see if I can discern approximately what that is. I think that might be it. So let's give this a bite. Whenever I go to a place that's gotten the sort of attention that Jojo has, I'm not suspicious. But because of all the hype, I'm always a little bit concerned that the food that I get won't live up to my preconceived expectations. But pretty much every place that I've been to for these videos has exceeded those expectations. And this burger from Jojo PDX is absolutely no exception to that. It's a double cheeseburger, but the patties are smashed real flat, so it's actually just a quarter-pound cheeseburger. Pretty much my ideal size of burger. Big, thick-cut pickles on here. You can see them on top. Add a nice little sweetness. This Jojo sauce, I expected the Jojo sauce to be a lot stronger in flavor, almost to an overwhelming extent. I should have known that the folks at Jojo PDX would know exactly what type of flavor to put on this sauce. It's definitely mayo-based. I think it might be like a seasoned ketchup, mayonnaise type deal. Whatever it is, it's great. You really taste the char on the burger patties. That comes through really nicely. And amid all of the other flavors on here, you got the cheese, you got the pickles, you got the sauce, onions on here, as I did not mention before. You still get that nice char flavor off of that burger patty. Their flat top has clearly been well seasoned over time. If I'm not mistaken, this burger was included in the best burgers list, I think in Portland Monthly, or possibly the Eater PDX list. Well deserved. This is absolutely an ideal, hey, it's 1:30 p.m. I haven't had anything to eat since about 9 this morning burger. You can see that it might be a little too messy to put away in the box, so I'm just going to put it away in my stomach. Boy, oh boy, really impressed with that burger from Jojo. Despite the presence of all the other many ingredients on the burger, I would say the burger patty itself really comes through flavor-wise most prominently. As I mentioned, I think if they would have made the sauce a little sweeter or just made it with a little bit more kick, it might have overwhelmed everything. And when I opened the burger today and I saw all the sauce on it, I was like, okay, well, that's going to be the flavor that I'm going to get. But no, I mean, it was just like adding, you know, ketchup and mayo to your burger. Not in that the sauce wasn't good, it was delicious. It was a perfect complementary condiment that still allowed the main ingredients of the cheeseburger to shine through. You know, I'm going to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Earlier today, I felt like I wasn't in the mood to do one of these videos. I feel like I have to have a certain amount of energy to talk with necessary enthusiasm about the food from these restaurants. Like, I don't want to just turn on my camera and be like, this burger's good. I don't know, it's sort of tasty. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and talk like someone who's just done a bunch of cocaine like a lot of these other YouTube people do. I want to give this process the energy that it deserves. But then I realize that the food itself is what triggers that enthusiasm and those energetic reactions. Like the example that I can think of right off the top is the mortadella sandwich that I had from Lardo in a previous video. Prior to that, I had eaten a Juicy Lucy cheeseburger and thought I was full. But opening that sandwich up, it was almost like I got shocked with a bolt of lightning, a bolt of appetite lightning or something. And suddenly my mood was even more elevated after that second sandwich. So it's the food itself that brings on these really positive feelings and reactions. And the burger that I've had today from Jojo is doing the same kind of trick. So let's get into these fried potatoes and the chicken sandwich. As I mentioned in my Big's chicken video, I have to be careful using the word Jojo around the house because my wife and I have a little dog and it reacts very strongly to that word because there's another dog in the neighborhood with that name. And so that name has been imprinted into my dog's brain to mean either that dog or any dog, and he just runs to the window and starts barking. So I had to be like, yeah, I'm going to the fried potato cart today. I hear the fried potato cart does good fried potatoes. But here in my car, I can say whatever I want. So, I mean, these Jojos are gigantic, and they're very, very well seasoned. I got a bunch of sauce. Let's try one plain first, and then let's try some of these sauces. Look at that guy. This looks like a French toast stick. Very crispy on the outside, pillowy, soft potato on the inside. Almost like a Cajun seasoning around. It's really good. Let's try some of these sauces. All right, I got some Alabama white barbecue. I got some ranch, and I got some Sambal Mayo. I made the mistake of not trying all three when I was at Rough Draft. And the ranch ended up being my favorite, and that was the one I didn't try in the video. So today I'm going to try all three real quick. Start with the Alabama white barbecue. This is what they put on some of their spicy sandwiches. So I'm expecting a little bit of a kick here. Let's try it. Definitely different than the Alabama white barbecue sauce at Big's Chicken. I'd call it much brighter. The stuff at Big's Chicken is a little on the sweeter side, more mayo forward. This definitely has a good amount of vinegar in it. Good spice, not overwhelming. This would be terrific on a spicy chicken sandwich for sure. Giant parking lots here at this food cart pod on Powell and 33rd in Southeast Portland. It's unique for a place in the city of Portland to have such a big parking lot. It's next to the Hawthorne Strip and an Italian restaurant. I'm parked in the back here just to get out of everybody's way. But right in the front, there's tons of parking. Yeah, this is a really, really nice food cart pod. I definitely got to come back here. Let's try the Sambal Mayo with the Jojos, then the ranch, then this chicken sandwich. And then we'll go home and take a nap. Sambal Mayo. Very prominent pepper flavor in the Sambal Mayo. Not spicy necessarily, a little spicy, not too bad at all. I would call this a mild medium spice, 3 out of 10. But the flavor of the pepper itself really comes through. It's really good. Oh, this stuff is something else. You can see like the little piece of pepper on the lid here. That's mixed in throughout this dip. I really love that. Be easy for a pepper mayo to get out of control spice-wise. It's very pleasant. All right, last but not least, let's try this ranch. Each place that I've gotten ranch, it's been a little different. The stuff I got from Rough Draft, as I mentioned, was my favorite of the dips that I got there. It almost had like a rosemary, like it was very herbaceous. It's like the most herbaceous ranch I've ever had. Nice sized potato here. And look at the seasonings on this. I could brush this off and my sweatshirt would be full of seasoning. That is how seasoned it is. I mean that in a good way. With the ranch. This ranch might fall on deaf ears to anybody who's never been to Madison, Wisconsin. But this ranch reminds me a lot of the ranch from Ian's Pizza, which was one of my favorite ranch dressings to get when I lived in Madison. Definitely more on the buttermilk dill side. I like it. Okay. Oh boy. It's gonna be a challenge to eat, but I'm gonna try it anyway. It's the chicken sandwich from Jojo. They've got a number of different kinds of chicken sandwiches. Spicy chicken sandwich. I saw that they do one that is covered in crushed up flaming hot Cheetos. That's probably pretty good. But for today's video, just wanted to keep it basic. So I got the basic chicken sandwich. How am I going to get this out of here? The buns that they use here at Jojo, very soft, but not in a way that makes them fall apart. I mean, not skimping on the chicken portion here, the chicken sandwich. Looks like we've got the Jojo sauce again, pickles on top, of course, the big chicken, and then we've got like some coleslaw here on the bottom that you can sort of see. How am I going to try to get some of this right here? Oh, that's really good. The Jojo sauce somehow even better on the fried chicken sandwich than on the burger. The slaw on the bottom, like the little carrot and cabbage pieces, really bring out some brightness and some nice kind of sweeter vegetative flavors. That's good. Basically just got like 2 boneless chicken thighs on here. I almost said boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but obviously that's not the case. Definitely worth the money, for sure. This would be a great sandwich to cut in half, because you got like the 2 boneless chicken thighs, so you could just cut right down in the middle, split it with a friend or a partner or whomever. In fact, I'm going to eat this very carefully so that my wife can have the other half. Texturally, this sandwich is very enjoyable as well. Between the crunch of the pickles, the crunch of the fried chicken, and the crunch of the slaw on the bottom, you get a nice crunchy experience when you bite into this thing. The pickles and the slaw really enhance the crispiness of the chicken. Yeah, it's just a really, really good, really well-made chicken sandwich. Better than anything you're gonna get from any drive-thru, that's for sure. I have to remember to hold on to this feeling next time I'm not in the mood to drive and get some delicious food and do a video. It's like an hour ago, I was sitting there like, I don't know if I want to drive all the way to 33rd and Powell just to get some food. Even though it's like 20 minutes, not that far. And it's worth it every time. It's worth it every time. All told, the food from Jojo PDX is among the best I've gotten for these videos. The smashed patty with the lacy edge, the delicious char flavor, the way the rest of the toppings enhance those flavors on the burger without overwhelming them. Yeah, it makes it just a terrific burger to eat. And then this chicken sandwich that I got, very crunchy all the way through. That Jojo sauce seems to be a sauce that you can probably put on anything and it'll be really good. Really love the Jojos themselves. Love that Sambal Mayo. Get a jar of that if I could. Lots more food carts to check out here in this awesome little food cart pod here on 33rd and Southeast Powell, Portland, Oregon. But you should make it over here if only to check out the burger and the chicken sandwich and the potatoes from Jojo. Got a number of other menu items that all look delicious. I got the basic stuff as I usually do, and I loved every bite. Yeah, so get down here to Jojo, have some amazing food. Check out one of the other carts too. Back at home after taking a trip to Jojo in Southeast Portland. I mean, I said it all before. The burger was fantastic, the chicken sandwich was amazing, and the potatoes were remarkable. All in all, a very successful trip, in my mind, into Southeast Portland. Got to see a nice little food cart pod that I'd never seen before. Like I said, got to check that out again. And then on the way home, stopped at Cloud City, got some ice cream. It's been a nice, enjoyable afternoon, and I have Jojo PDX to thank for kicking that all off. That's going to do it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more of my content, you know exactly what to do. Take care.